Hello everybody, Dark Ninja here, and today I'm going to be making probably my last Contradictious video, I swear, but this replays, or these replays I should say, um, I just couldn't help but make a video about them. It's just absolutely absurd, guys. So if you haven't been living under a rock, you've probably heard about the two Contradictus bugs which have been introduced into the game, when the Contradictus was put into the game. There's a reload bug, which causes it to have much faster reload, about 48% faster reload, um, after you double shot. And then there's another bug which basically makes it so that you can snipe with double shots. Pinpoint accuracy, basically. Or at least the same accuracy as you would have in single shot mode when shooting doubles. So the two bugs combined have led to what you're about to witness in this replay here from John the Terrible. So John the Terrible had both of these games that I'm going to showcase in this video on the same day within like a couple hours of each other, or maybe even less than that, which is just absolutely absurd. I'm going to fix this real quick. So the trick, you'll see he's loading AP. He only has 2 AP shells, and he's going to fire one of them right away. And what this does is, whenever he double shots, he switches to this one leftover AP shell. And then he reloads the AP shell, and then he switches back to his APCR shell, and that will basically make his reload much better after double shooting. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the reload thing. I think it's a replay bug. But here, he comes to the middle in the beginning. He's got his APCR loaded. And another trick to this bug is it's best to use vents instead of V-stab, just so that you have a quicker intuition loading time. If you don't know what bugs I'm talking about, I've made 2 videos recently covering these 2 bugs, and you can look at those videos if you want to know how to do them. They're not bannable. At least that's what Wargaming has said. They're not bannable. So he's just coming to mid. And he's doubling. And boom, headshot. That's literally how the bug works. You can snipe, and the way it works is he holds down left click to fire as he's switching modes. And then as soon as he exits the mode, he fires, and then the accuracy is not as bad as in double shot mode. It's as if you're firing a single shot or something like that, roughly. And your DPM, just look at this DPM, by the way. He's spamming doubles here. Misses. But even at this long range of 470 meters, he's able to spam doubles just because of how the bug works. That was kind of unlucky. Almost hit the 5100 there. But it's just absurd to me, the result he gets, even when he's missing shots like these. Boom, headshot. And we're just gonna bask in the glory of this replay and see what he does. I'm not gonna commentate too much, to be honest. I just want to watch it. T95 is pushing the 1 line, so he should get some spots pretty soon on some tanks on the 1 line. And yeah, that's just how it works. I mean, it's absurd that this is in the game, but some people said it's a feature on my video about the bug when they were talking about it. They said it's a feature. I honestly don't think this is a feature. It's not like a niche feature. This is way too OP to be a niche feature that they just that they didn't really care about. This is definitely something that they overlooked. Because you should not be able to do this. Look at that snipe. I mean, it's just absurd. Kind of surprised that he's not going to snipe at the hill right now. But John is a very good player, by the way, if I haven't mentioned this. He's one of the top players on the NA server for sure. For for random battles as well as for competitive game modes. He plays on a very good team as well, so um, it's no wonder that he's the one who got such a great result. And I'm assuming I'm gonna put that in the thumbnail, so you probably already know what's coming, but just has a pixel. There's still several TDs unlit, so he's got to be a little bit careful not to overpeak mid, but he kind of can a little bit. Oh, he actually hit one of those on his cupola. Damn, nice shot. And I checked John's service record. This is pretty much his highest base XP tank on average. It's probably the tank he has the highest XP in as well, I'm assuming from this game, but I could be wrong about that. So I guess that kind of speaks to how overpowered this tank is. In the right player's hands, who's able to abuse these bugs super well. Because it is kind of tricky. I've tried it myself. It's not easy to use these bugs. At least together. It's pretty easy to use them like just the reload bug, but using this bug as well on top of it is kind of tricky. But it's worth learning if you're trying to play this tank seriously. Killing this CC would be a big help to his team, for sure, in this situation, because their whole team is basically on the one line being stopped by this one guy. And there's no reason really to double in those situations. He's just using a single shot because you get a slightly faster reload because you don't have to intuition back from the AP shell after you fire. Now he's rotating over to shoot up at the hill. Already up to 5k damage, which is pretty great. Taking a blind. And there's a juicy target getting spotted on the one line. One advantage of this tank is just its height. Look how tall this thing is. He barely has to peek the ridge in order to get shots. Very nice shot onto the side turret there. Both shells hitting. This is a prog game, so it's pretty slow, so I think I'm going to speed through sections of it. A little bit. Switching modes and hits one. That was a little bit lucky, but you know, it's possible he could have hit two, and then he would have an even better result than he got this game, which would have been crazy. Boom. Headshot. Up to 6k damage now. This VK is pushing the one line. There's only 5 minutes left on the game. But it looks like he's trying to rotate to get shots on this VK. We'll see if he's able to get it. This VK has a stock turret, which is really nice. So he's able to pen it. Goes for the double there. Pretty greedy, but he might have hit one of those shots, so we'll have to see. It looks like he's trying to double almost every shot. Takes out the CC. And this game is looking like it's probably going to be a draw. Unless his team dies on the 9 line, and then in which case it could be a loss. Pretty sketchy shot underneath the guns there. There's another bug in the game which blocks your shots from shooting when there's a when a wreck die, or when you die and there's a wreck, the gun is modeled incorrectly, so you can sometimes hit dead tanks' guns now because of another bug in the game, but luckily there that wasn't a problem and he was able to double tap the T30. Only 2 minutes and 45 seconds left, and John is still deciding to camp, which I guess is fair enough, but I would be starting to think about pushing up pretty soon. There is an unlit 263 though, and it's likely that they're going to YOLO at the end, so I can kind of understand why he decided to camp it out, but I would probably have pushed just because I'd be so tempted to do so. He's still camping. Going for some blinds. Only hits one there, unfortunately, because the 263 turned. Now he's against his Blisk, but this thing has, like, I think it's... I don't remember exactly how much DPM it has with the bug. I think it's like 4,000 or something. So he's already reloaded after his double shot on the 263, and so he's able to shut down the Blisk very quickly. 51 seconds left. Someone is pushing him. It looks like it's a T30. Now, can he double shot this T30 is the question. Yes, he can, and he gets the roll as well. What is the alpha on this thing? 320. So yeah, quite a roll there. Or 360, sorry. So actually, no, that he does have enough alpha to shut him down. Gets another double shot. Only 16 seconds left on the game. Will he get more out of this? We'll have to see. And no, unfortunately, the 263 shuts him down. Now, just imagine if the 263 had not shut him down and he's able to double shot him, that's 700 more damage, and he would have ended this game with almost 11,000 damage. And there were several other shots this game, like the other shot on the 263, where he could have gotten lucky and hit. This could have been an 11,000 damage game in a tier 8. Absolutely absurd. Unfortunately, the game actually ends in a draw, which is kind of crazy. Considering how much damage he did, it's kind of absurd. Let's take a look at the post-game stats real quick. You guys are getting a sneak peek of my videos. Don't look too closely. Where's the screenshots? Nope, that's not it. I think it's right here. Yeah, Contradictious, 10,022 damage, 5 kills, 1,240 base XP on a loss, which, by the way, that would have been, I believe, 2,500 base XP on a win. That's absurd. I believe anyways. I could be wrong about that. And just look at the damage the rest of his team did. He did easily... I shouldn't say easily. He did more damage than the rest of his team combined, I think. Maybe, or about equal to the rest of team's damage in a tier 9 game, I'll add. Absolutely crazy, and it just shows the power of this new exploit, being able to snipe at range with the double shots and then having the reload as well. It just is absolutely crazy. I think I'm just gonna stop and only show you this replay for now. I do have another replay where John did 8k damage in his Contradictious, but I think you guys get the point. This is how OP this thing is in the right player's hands. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Remember, if you don't know how to perform these bugs, I do have 2 videos on that made recently, if you are curious. Goodbye.